everyone. Thank you for joining me for today's World Session. We're Friday, January 5th, and 1 week into the new year. Now, a little disclaimer before we start, this is not to replace medical advice, your doctor's advice. If you're having an emergency, please get yourself to the doctor or to a hospital. This is an energetic tune-up to help support you in any way that it can. I know that it supports me in my life. So I would also say if you can make the live sessions, then I would highly, highly recommend that, because we get together and we chat before. And so me and my group of people, I'm so thankful to the people that come on before session, and we talk about how we're going to put this session together and what's coming up. And there's so many gold nuggets. The conversations are amazing. And so I'm going to see how I can put together what we've come up with in a nice, concise session for those who are listening to the recordings. And if you're listening to the recording, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. It helps me so much. So get yourself nice and cozy, and we'll begin the session. So we were speaking about New Year's resolutions, and the first thing that I felt, it was like a noose of expectations around my throat. So I'd like to say New Year's resolutions. I'd like to say New Year's expectations. What else am I going to set myself up for? What unrealistic? So I don't know if I can ever say that I found a realistic expectation. I just don't think, real, for me anyway. Like, if you have a different point of view, please, I'm more than open to discussing or hearing your point of view, but I have not seen or have come across an expectation that's realistic. It really feels goal-oriented. Now, there's a very big difference between having a goal, working towards something, working for work's sake, versus goal-oriented. I want what I want and how I want it. And so that closes and constricts life, new possibilities, and it limits your perception, what you can conceive of. And this contraction that I'm talking about is right in the throat. It feels like a noose strangling my throat. So we're in the vocal cords, the vocal box, we're in the throat chakra. Now, the throat chakra, it speaks honestly, it speaks the wisdom of the heart. So the throat and the heart are interrelated. Now, if there's a lot of expectations, belief systems, recipes, identification. So I think I am what I do. I think I am what I say. I think I am what I think. And this means so much about me. All of my experiences mean so much about me. Without my meanings that I give myself, then my life is meaningless. But that's actually not true. That's all thinking. And so when there's that crustiness, that false heart sitting on top of the heart, what's actually being spoken is the recipes of the heart. Now, it's not of the heart, it's not of the true heart, it's of the false heart. So we're going to link the throat chakra with the heart chakra, but at the healthy center. Actually, we're going to dump pathological consciousness of goal orientation from the heart and from the throat. So from the throat, censoring myself, judging what I say, and not allowing that wisdom to come up and move forward. Even if there's karmic lessons that have been transmuted or experiences that you've transmuted into wisdom, it's having a hard time moving up. It gets stuck within that stickiness of that coating over that heart, that false heart, and it comes out kind of skewed. Oh, there's a release right over there. So we're going to bring in the liver, and the liver in Chinese medicine is the seat of the soul. So all of your daily experiences, we're going to anchor this into the liver so that the liver can start, it works with the digestive system to start sorting and sorting and organizing through this so that those experiences are not being clogged in the liver. We're going to do a small liver. We're going to do a liver repair if there feels that there's a lot of fatty tissue within the liver. So we're going to bring in actually lemon. Lemon is a great way to cut grease. It's used in cleaning products. It's used in dishwashing liquid especially. So we're bringing in pure lemon. Oh, there's a burp into the liver to help to break down that grease. So also cut through the dross of the mind, cut through those recipes, cut through all of that thinking. So very, very different to have an anchored thinking, so an anchored mind, a healthy mind that works for you versus following thought. That is not thinking, that's following your thoughts. It's not the same thing. If you're interested, you can do a little bit of research on that. I would recommend Jnana Yoga, self-inquiry, body talk, doing this work, private sessions, and soul responsibility. You can give me a call and I'd be happy to help you through that. You can look into it. It's not the same thing. Thinking versus following thoughts. So we're going to bring in lemon into that liver to cut through the dross, help that liver organize and plan and organize, anchoring the throat chakra and the heart chakra into this liver, bringing up that anger, healthy anger, to start moving these accumulation of experiences that are making a bunged up liver is the best way I can say it. It's not very technical. It's congested. It's kind of not, the lymph are not moving well. It's sluggish within the liver. Now I'm getting a weird metal taste in my mouth and in the back. So we're going to bring in a body chemistry to balance out the biome of the liver, the biome of the mouth. Now, if you speak poisonous words, so this is poisonous words against yourself and poisonous words against others, your saliva is actually toxic. Your breath is toxic. It can actually kill something with your breath. I don't know if you've ever seen that in cartoons, their breath. I guess the people that are bad guys, and they have this toxic breath, or we call it a snaked tongue, speaking with a forked tongue. So that means even words, using your words against yourself. So we're going to run a body chemistry to help the liver with an overgrowth of sugar. So there's an overgrowth of fungus, candida. We've got some virus in there. We've got some bacteria in there. We've got some microparasites. So we're going to help move that through. And the microparasites are sneaky. They're feeding off the energy of thought. So parasitic thinking. You can think those same repeated thoughts, same experiences over and over and over again. And here come the New Year's resolutions. Just because it's a new year, it's from December 31st to January 1st. Everything in my life has changed now. Now I'm a completely new person. You are wherever you go. And if you don't turn to face yourself honestly, nothing has changed. So this is doing the work to turn and take a look at those things that you're avoiding. So I love what Jordan Peterson said. I'm paraphrasing, so terrible. I'm paraphrasing. So he says he's not a brave person. My friend and colleague reminded me of this just a few days ago. And I remember seeing that as well. He says, I'm not a brave person. I don't like conflict. I don't like to fight. I'm not really extraordinarily brave, but I've got my fears. I've got my fears prioritized. My fears prioritized. Okay, so I'm scared to turn and face myself, but if I don't, well, then that's definitely going to lead me down a road to hell. So I step over my fear, or I step behind my fear, and then I face myself honestly. I look at the things that terrify me face on. So now there's this huge sadness coming in. So we're going to do a biogenics of we're going to do a biogenic release of sadness through the whole system. So this is wherever sadness has trapped inside your system and also turned into whiny sadness. So that poor me, that little violin playing a very sad song for you. where you feel sorry and pity yourself. Woo, and we're dumping that out of the systems. Now liver can go and start doing its job well. It can go and help with the digestion and transmute experiences into wisdom. And that's what we want to rise from that gut. So we're speaking our wisdom, we're speaking honestly. Whew. Oh, sorry, that was a really big release in there. So I'm just going to tap the liver to help that liver out. I'm going to link it into the gut brain. This is discernment. Small intestines discerns. I help process all of this coming through. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Those are really big releases out of the liver. Now we're going back into that heart, and this is being anchored. That whole liver repair is supporting the repair within the heart and the throat chakra. And we need some compassion and gentleness for ourselves here. No more forcing. Not force myself to exercise, even though I've thrown out my back. It doesn't matter how my back feels. It doesn't matter how my leg feels. It doesn't matter what's been going on my day. It doesn't matter what's going on in my personal life. What's most important is that I force myself to exercise. For example, as you know, this is a general New Year's, I was going to say expectation, resolution. I'm going to exercise more. Oh, I'm going to eat better. Oh, I'm going to do this. You can think for yourself how you set yourself up and how long those last. And then if you fall off the train, so to speak, then you beat yourself up for not keeping your own word. Well, expectations are they're impossible to meet. They're impossible to meet. So some gentleness needs to come in here. So we're bringing in the consciousness of compassion for you in this moment, moving through the trials and tribulations of your life, moving through the struggles of your life that you have. You do it with a little bit of gentleness. You do it with some gentleness for yourself, with some compassion for yourself. And then you can turn and face yourself and what's going on exactly in your life. Maybe you need to reach out and book a session with a practitioner if you need help. Then it would be such a pleasure to guide you. Now we're going to tap this in for here. Or tapping this in here. Now I'm going to link this to your prefrontal cortex. And this is going to run really gently, like a slow trickle. 5 minutes here, 7 minutes there, 10 minutes here. Really over the next 4 days, your body mind will know when to let this session reboot and run through the system. So thank you again for being here. And I look forward to our work together next week. Have an amazing week.